Our teachers are very kind to us because most of us cannot take it if someone tells us we're wrong. Cannot take it if someone tells us we're doing something not right. Cannot take it if someone tells us we have done something that will create unhappiness. The teacher is very kind. Why is the teacher very kind? Because the teacher tells us the truth, and sometimes the teacher receives backlash or negativity back from the students for telling the truth. So you can judge how compassionate a teacher is, but not how nice he talks to you. You can judge how nice a teacher is how much truth the teacher tells you, how direct and how he tells you the absolute truth. That's how you can tell the compassion of a teacher. Why is that? Then it tells you the teacher has no agenda. No agenda. What's the point of a teacher flying in from Tibet, come and give you some initiation, hit some bells, and tell you some nice things, and then recite some mantras and disappear? Doesn't help you much. So a teacher who's very kind is someone that tell you the truth, be direct with you, tell you what you need to hear, and you have the merits to release your arrogance to listen. Why? Arrogance toward a teacher is nothing. Arrogance itself will help us take rebirth in situations where we have no control. There are more people in the world who have no control, who are born in situations controlled by others, than there are who are in control. What do you think the karma for that is? Arrogance is very dangerous. Arrogance blocks knowledge. Arrogance blocks any type of knowledge to come in. That's what Tsem Rinpoche says. And arrogance will bring us to a level where everybody and anybody is wrong except for ourselves. So we are alone. So what happens is a teacher who's very kind and very compassionate is a teacher who will actually find many ways to bring us the Dharma. By jokes, by wrathful means, by telling us off, by being direct. And even a teacher will risk their reputation with other people to say, oh, this teacher is very bad, this teacher is not good, this teacher is angers, and this teacher is stupid, or this teacher is act like that. Why? They will risk people questioning them for you. That is the compassion of a teacher. How much a compassion a teacher has is how much he's willing to go out of his way to transform your mind. How is that? How other ways do you want a teacher to express his compassion? He's not an ATM where he gives you money. You go to him, can I borrow money? And then he doesn't give you money, then he's not compassionate. How do you want a teacher to be compassionate to you? By teaching you how to avoid suffering in this life and future lives. Some of you, within 10 years, will be dead in this room. Some of you in this room will be dead within 7 years. Dead. Not moving. Some of you within 3 years will be very sick in this room. It's quite scary. Some of you, I guarantee you. But definitely everybody in this room, everybody will be dead within 50 years in this room. Within, not after, not at 50. Everybody in this room within 50 years, 50, will be dead. Not our names, our money, our possessions, what we like and don't like will be our life. So what's important? You haven't listened to all the Dharma. You didn't listen to how you die. You didn't listen to the stages and path that Buddha taught. You didn't listen to how to gain control. You didn't listen to how to meditate to gain control of your death and what happens. You didn't listen yet, so you don't have the knowledge to be afraid. You don't have the knowledge to be afraid. If no one explains to you about AIDS, in the 80s, no one was afraid of AIDS. In America, I was there in the 80s. No one was afraid of AIDS. Everybody today is very scared. Why? Nobody knew about it. Nobody knew the bad points about it. Now, so many people suffer. So many people suffer. Everybody's afraid. When you talk about AIDS and raising funds, everybody does it. In the 80s, Elizabeth Taylor was the first one to do it because her friend Rock Hudson died. Because he died, she was spurred on to do something. When she did it, many people in the industry told her, don't. It will ruin your reputation. It's a bad disease. It's a disease associated with wrong people and bad people. Don't. But she did it. She did it. And now AIDS is total awareness. Total. So my point is what? If you don't know what to be afraid of, you won't be afraid. Then being not afraid of something doesn't mean it will not come. Remember that. Not being afraid doesn't mean it won't come. Not knowing doesn't mean it won't come. Doesn't mean that. And no one can check our mind. If we check deep in our mind, we'll know how our attitude is. We'll know what we have done. We'll know what we have done in our lives to invite negative or positive. Be very humble. Be very open. Practice the Dharma from the heart. Purify one's karma. Purify one's karma before it comes. That's what Lati Rinpoche always says. So what's very important is that we find a method and we find a way that we gain control over our death. We gain control over our bardo, in-between state. And we gain control over where we're going to take rebirth. Because if we enjoy helping people, if we enjoy benefiting people, if we enjoy being of benefit to others, that is wonderful. But let's continue this in future lives. How to continue that? By gaining the methods in doing that.